Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the greatest female voices in the music industry, from the artists, songwriters, and producers, to managers and executives, and all the women who make the music industry what it is today. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, friends, to another episode of Crazy Women Country. I'm Donna.
And I'm Paula. And today we have the very talented Maggie McClure with us. How are you doing?
Hi, great. How are you guys?
Doing awesome.
I think we've lost Donna. Oh, she's back.
Yeah, it froze. Doing awesome, sorry.
She's doing that amazing statue impression. Do you see it? Awesome.
It was. I'll just sit still.
Okay, so your first question, this is the hardest question you're ever going to be asked. Who is Maggie McClure? And the band, obviously.
Wow. Okay. Well, Maggie McClure is an all-American girl from Oklahoma who loves her family and music very much and breathes music every day, whether that's working on the business side of things or writing or recording or practicing. But a lot of the time it's the business side of things. Maggie McClure is half of the Imaginaries, the Americana husband and wife duo. And I'm very grateful to get to do what I do.
Awesome. That's very cool.
Beautiful. We're glad to have you today.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
So tell me, who are some of the inspirations in your life? Musically, family, whatever, whoever. Like, tell us some of your sheroes in life.
Yeah. Well, I would definitely say, as a young budding artist, some of my first influences were artists that were on my karaoke tapes and CDs. And so like Bonnie Raitt was one of the ones that really stuck out to me. Amy Grant was my first concert. Carole King, Alicia Keys, Norah Jones, Sarah McLachlan, a lot of female singer-songwriter, piano playing, awesome women. And so musically, those are some of my influences. I'd say Alison Krauss. And then like personally, definitely my mom and just all the women in my life. I am grateful to have gotten to work with a lot of amazing women as well. So I have a lot of heroes in my life and inspirations, and my husband Shane is definitely an inspiration for me too. I think we inspire each other and just kind of keep each other going, keep the fire lit under each other, because you guys I'm sure know, being an artist these days, doing music has gotten even harder the longer we've been doing it. And so I'd say those are my main inspirations, as well as my faith. So yeah.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
I mean, talking about heroes, your last is in artist on there. I'm not going to say Joe's surname because I'm going to completely mess that up. But also you had Joe on Crossroads, and then you had Vince Gill. I mean, amazing, playing guitar on Whole Lot of Living. So tell us all about them.
Yeah, so last year we started working on our new album in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, and that's where we recorded our first album for the Imaginaries. And we have a bunch of songs, about 15, and we are releasing a song every 5 weeks until we decide to put the album out next year. And for a Whole Lot of Living, there's a guitar solo, there's a solo section, and Shane is an amazing player. He tried to play the solo. Our buddy Kelvin Hawley, who played guitar on the record, he played a solo. The keyboard player on that song, Clayton Ivy, played a solo. Everybody was trying it, but nothing was like really honestly fitting perfectly for the song. I don't know what it was. I think it's just so happy and majory and melodic. Um, and so it needed a very specific thing. And we got to know Vince Gill the last couple years through working on a movie called A Cowgirl's Song. And I basically, one day I was like, hey, Shane, what do you think about me asking Vince if he would like to play on this? He was like, sure, call him, see what happens. So I did. And he said yes and invited us over to their home studio in Nashville when we were there. And we'll never forget that. It was such an amazing experience getting to work with him and hang out with him. He's an amazing person, fellow Oklahoman, and an amazing musician, guitar player, singer, and songwriter, like amazing on all of those things. And so that's kind of how that came to be. And that was the first single we released from the new album, Whole Lotta Livin', on July 26th. And then Crossroads, we just put out October 4th, featuring Joe Bonamassa. And he and Shane have been buddies for a very long time. Shane opened for him years ago as a solo artist. Shane and I were both solo artists when we met before the Imaginaries. And Shane had actually, he has a passion for vintage classic trucks. And so does Joe. And so like guitars and cars, they're nerding out over constantly. And so Shane had posted some photos of a truck that he had, and we actually used it in one of our music videos. And Joe from Shane, this was 5 years ago. Long story short, Shane sold him the truck. Well, when Joe came over to the studio to record on Crossroads, we were in Nashville at Yakland Studio, and he came over there and he drove the truck. And it was really fun. And he let us go for a cruise after the session. So Shane and I had a little, memory lane cruise with the truck after the session. And I mean, Joe is one of the best guitar players on the planet. He's amazing, and also another really great guy. He's been very supportive of us and helped us out in a lot of ways, and we're just so grateful to get to work with them. I mean, having one artist like that on your album is a huge thing as an independent, unsigned artist. Having two is like, I don't even know how that happened, but we're so thankful.
That is awesome. I love that. That's just great stories.
This is so awesome. And I love the geeking out over the cars and guitars. That's just, that sounds like a song in itself right there.
That is
I know.
a Vinci song in the making. That really is. That's very cool.
So tell me, when you're creating a song, what is your favorite part? Like, how does, in your mind, and obviously you like a lot of singer-songwriters like Sarah McLachlan and them, what is like your process? Like, do you just like all of a sudden like, okay, this is like lyrically it comes first, or melodically, or is there kind of a combination?
Yeah, I think every song comes in a different way, at least for me. Sometimes I'll start with a piano idea. Sometimes I'll start with a lyric idea, sometimes a melody, sometimes a groove. It really just depends on the song. Sometimes songs come out of nowhere, like, and just hit you. Maybe when somebody says something that strikes you, like, whoa, like what you just said, cars and guitars, that's a song. Like moments like that where it's like, oh, I should write that. And just like stopping long enough to capture that moment, because if I don't stop, it'll be gone. So yeah, I think just every song is really different. I like to have a piano around, but I also think it's kind of freeing to not, if I'm just like singing, because I'm not thinking about the chords. I'm just singing what's natural, and we'll figure out what the chords are later. But I love co-writing with other people too. When I do that, I like to have a solid idea before. Always the case. Sometimes we have a co-write and no ideas. It's like, well, we go to our list, in our phone of like random song titles. It's like, how does this sound? Oh, let's write that. Okay.
Mm.
So I'd say every song is different. Shane and I write a lot of our songs together. Like I said, one of us will have a solid start and bring it to the other one. And sometimes we write songs on our own still. And I've written quite a few on the last album and this new one by myself, and he's written songs by himself or with other writers that I'm not a part of that are part of the Imaginaries. So I think the older we've gotten and the longer we've been doing this, the more we realize it doesn't matter how we get there, just whatever's best for the song is what needs to happen.
Yeah, that's good. That is good.
Love it.
So tell us, what have you got planned for the rest of 2024? There's not much left, I must admit, but
Yeah, it's been an extremely busy year for us. We started our Wheels to the Pavement tour in May, and we have played 50 shows across the country. We've put over 20,000 miles on our car, and it's been so much fun. We just opened for Sixpence None the Richer 2 nights ago in Kansas City. It was amazing. I love them, so that was a big moment for me. Hopefully we'll get to do more. We have not announced this yet, so you guys are the first to hear. We will be releasing a song on around Veterans Day called Carry Me, and it will come out on November 8th, and it's honoring our veterans. And Shane and I have had too many things happen recently that led to us doing this song, and it seemed like it was clear that it was something that we needed to do. So we're doing that, and then we're going to be putting out an acoustic version of a Christmas song in December.
Awesome.
First thing on my Christmas list, acoustic. And we have Christmas shows coming up, so quite a few in and around Oklahoma and Texas, and we're excited about that because we love playing holiday music too.
You got enough holiday music. It's always happy, and it's always good. I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
It's always fun. Always fun.
Lots of awesome stuff coming up for sure. And
Definitely.
it's been, like I said, it's been a pleasure having you on today, and you are welcome back anytime.
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
No worries.
Absolutely. It's been our pleasure. And we'll make sure all the links are below so everyone can check you out and go follow you. And hopefully, if they're in the same area, Texas, Oklahoma, they might be able to catch a show sooner than obviously Florida over here. And obviously Spain over there, right?
Way too far away.
Yeah. We need to start doing more shows. That's it. We're just going to run them. They need more shows. But you're welcome back anytime, and it's been a pleasure. And thank you, friends, for joining us for another episode. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to catch our 20 Crazy Questions with Maggie coming up soon.
Yep. Adios.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed today's episode of Crazy Women Country, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button for new interviews weekly. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter.